Sandra, and I got my Mani by Me box. Today is October the 3rd, and I don't know why it takes me so long to get mine, but other people seem to get theirs like right away. Because these are actually ordered on the 25th of the month, of the previous month, and then I don't get mine till into the next month. So if you've never ordered a Mani by Me box, they are $30. You get 2 exclusive plates. You get a surprise gift, and then you get stamping polish and usually a sticker. So I think this is well worth the value, the $30. So I get one every month, and I really enjoy opening these and seeing what's in the plates. Now they have changed something, and that is I've noticed on their website that they do sell any leftovers of these plates. So as long as they're not real popular, you'll get them. But if they were really popular and they only made a certain amount of them, then they obviously won't be for sale on their website. But I did also notice that they sell them for a little bit more. So instead of $9 a plate or $8 a plate, they sell them for $11. So the Mani by Me box plates are actually a little bit more. So let's see what's in here. Oh, and by the way, if you are tired of stamping polish, you can always get the Express kit, and that contains everything but the stamping polish. So let's look at this month's. It's fall, so that's kind of cool. And here is the postcard showing us some of the designs. And in this box, we have, let's see, Harvest Flourish, which is a pattern, and that's MXM161. And the second plate is Scroll and Season, MXM162. And these are swirl designs. So we'll see how this looks. And then we have 2 stamping polishes. One is Tangerine Taffida, B563, and it is a velvety orange pearl cream stamping polish. And then the second one is Bronze Tapestry, which is B564. It's a richly pigmented bronze metal shimmer. So some cool colors because we know it's fall. That's great. And then they've even given you an idea. I love this. I think this is so gorgeous. I love fall though. So if you live in a state where you don't get to experience the 4 seasons, I would be sad if I didn't, because I do like all those things. I don't live out in the West or anything, so I get to enjoy summer, spring, winter, and fall. Very nice. Very different seasons as far as weather, and that's what I really like. So there you go. And this on the back tells you exactly how to do it. It's very pretty. All right, so let's get into the box. So let's see what these plates look like. Now, I did briefly see what these plates look like, but I really didn't. I try not to pay attention to them too much. And here's our sticker. My problem is that if I see something, then I'm going to, I'm always going to remember that. And when I do my own Mani, it's like hard not to come up with your own idea. Now these stickers, we've gotten these in the past, these gold stickers. I think they're really nice. Manyology stickers are really nice because they're nice and flat and they're really detailed. So in a pinch, or even if you just like to put, if you like stickers, these are really great. So I do use those. I'm still using the Halloween ones that we got in the, I think that was in the box of Gloom that we got the stickers. I think so. Okay, so here are the 2 plates. And this one is MXM162. Oh, and I love this. Love these little gourds on here, or pumpkins. Look at how cool those are. And I love that, you don't have to reverse paint this. So we've got leaves like that, and we've got pumpkins like that. We've got these down here that are the 2 steps here. And then we've got all these full nail designs. Very pretty. I think, ooh, I love the pumpkin one. Those are cool. So let me take off the plastic. Very pretty. So if you're into fall and you like those fall colors, this really is a nice plate. Like all of us, some of these plates I really like, some of them I don't. They're okay. But like I said, even if you don't like the plate, if you get it, you're going to use it because it's like, oh my gosh, I need this or whatever. And then sure enough, there will be something on there that you want to use. So that's MXM162. And then the next one is MXM161. Now this is a cool one too. Oh, let's not take that off. So we've got, again, we've got these 2 pieces here, 2 layers, and I love that. No reverse stamping. And we've also got these full nails designs. Now, these full nail designs are also 2 parts. So you can do all this in one color and then stamp this over it. We got that for all of them, for every single one. So every single one are layers on this one. So I think that is really cool. So let's take a look at this. Nice fall design. There you go. I love this pumpkin. I love the pumpkin and the pears, and I like the one on the other one too. So let's get a paper towel and let's see how stamping polish goes. Let's open up that. All right, set this aside. Open up this. Let's see if I got. You know, I couldn't figure out why my dotting tools were bent. Yeah, now I know why. Because I watched, while I was doing this one time, I watched my whole dotting tools bend. So it's like, yeah, I shouldn't be using those, but those are always like the first thing that comes up that I grab. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Oh, did I open it wrong? Yeah, I opened it wrong. Okay, no wonder. All right, so here we go. And these are the 2 colors. And I think they're gorgeous. And I love orange anyway, so anything orange is cool. So let's see how these stamp. All right, and we're gonna use bigger ones, and we'll just use the one side of this, the 1 layer right here. We'll do this one for the orange. Let me get my stamper. Let's try this one. Let's try a round one. I normally don't like these monocle stampers, but this one that I had gotten from a long time ago, and I'm not sure it's, oh, it must have been Halloween of last year, is really sticky for some reason. And I really like the sticky stampers. It's so much easier to pick stuff up on. And don't forget that if you do buy anything from Manyology, to use my discount code, which is NS10, it gives you 10% off, and it gives me a small commission so I can continue my giveaways. Ooh, I like this color. All right, that's very pretty. It shows up on the black and on the white. I think that's gorgeous. So when this is available without the box, you need to buy that one. Okay, let's see what else here. Let me wipe off my stamp. And then let's do one on from this one. Let's do a brown. Let's see. Let's do the leaves. Let's do the oak leaves here. Very pretty brown. I do think I have something similar from previous boxes of this brown. Okay, very shimmery. Okay, so it shows up obviously more on the white than it does the brown, but it's still very pretty. Great fall colors for fall plates. So there you go. Those are the stamping polishes that go with these plates. So I am going to turn off the camera, and I am going to come up with a design and show you what I come up with. Now, you know that these pumpkins and these gourds are going to be in something. So, and I will try to do the full design image as well. So let's see what I come up with. I'll be right back. Okay, so I painted all 5 gold. And if you want to know the gold that I have, it is, what is it? Where is it? It's by OPI. And it's called 50 Years of Style. Here it is right here. And it's OPI nail lacquer. There you go. So I reverse painted a couple images. This one, which I thought I really like. Then I painted this one, which is just the little grapes. And I reverse painted this one, the little pumpkins. So what I'm going to do next is, okay, so this one is going to take up the whole nail. So I'm not going to do a whole lot special with that. But what I thought I'd do, and I'm going to need, for that one, I'm definitely going to need something sticky on here. Give that a couple seconds. I thought what I would do is on the rest of them, I'm going to actually do the Black Magic as a background. So that way, when I stamp those little ones on, the whole thing will be filled. Because you know what? I don't like leaving, you know, blank spaces. So, and you know what? These nails are really small. This image would probably, you know, would obviously be better on a bigger nail. But we'll see what we get out of this one. See if we can get at least one pumpkin on there. Gorgeous. I love it. I think that turned out awesome. And let's go ahead and put the smudge-free top coat right on it. And by the way, I outlined everything in the brown. And I put the gold as a base coat. And the other colors you see are just Manyology stamping polish that I've gotten in previous boxes. And I do have to say, you know, for the longest time, I didn't use the Manyology stamping polish for other than stamping. And I don't really like to use it for like a base coat because on my nails, it just doesn't seem to last as long. So, so I don't like using it as a base coat, but I do like using it for doing reverse painting because it comes in nice and thick and rich. So I do like that. Okay, so let's now take, let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Let's do this one. I was thinking about doing this one right here. And we're going to do this on, let me pull this in further so you can see better. All right, so I'm going to do this one right here in the Black Magic. And this is by Manyology, and I really love this Black Magic. I use it for everything. I think it's cool as a layered polish. So I'm going to do this. Give it a scrape. All right, so see how cool that looks with the Black Magic? It's hardly, you can't see it very well, but I'm going to stick it right on this nail before it gets too dry. Now, what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to put some smudge-free top coat over it because I need a little bit more stick here because my reverse painting images are very dry. So I'm going to put this over here. Let that dry for a couple seconds. And then I think I'll do the pumpkin next. Now when I feel like my image is just too small, I really like putting these backgrounds on here. You know, you could do stripes or you could do, I don't know, anything on the plate that you think would look cool. You want a smaller pattern. You obviously don't want a real big pattern. Oh, I think it was too wet. Let's try it again. I'll try a couple seconds more. See if I ruined it. I may have ruined it. Oh, it looks okay. It's always finding that magic time when it's actually dried. Okay, so there that is. And you can see I did the pumpkin two-tone. So I did one kind of orange on one side and another orange on the other. Okay, put some. All right, there's number 2. right, number 3. So with this one, what I want to do, I'm not going to put the black magic background on this one, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the grapes on, and then I'm going to put some stems on there. I love these fall scenes. Love them, love them, love them. Love the fall plates. Let's clean this up a little bit. I got stuff all over this stamper. All right, see if this is dry. It's still a little wet. Let's get these in the image so you can see them, so you have something to look at. All right, so this one I'm going to put on this one. But I'm not going to put the background on this one. I'm going to put this up as high as I can. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these leaves right here. And I'm going to stamp those in green. Put these out of the way. Pull this up. And then I'm going to put that on the bottom. Oh, maybe it won't fit. I think that's, I don't like that. It's just. Okay, so I have these 2 left, and I'm going to do this little gourd on there. And I don't know if I think I do want to do something underneath. So I'm like on the fence. So let's do this one. And again, this is Black Magic. It's this one. Okay. Give it some background there. All right, and then we're going to do the little gourd. And what color should I make the gourd? How about, well, I got purple on there, so let's use, I got green on there too. So, let's do green. Sorry, I'm out of the camera here. I'm going to do the green gourd. Back off this a little bit. There we go. All right, so let's do the green gourd. I'll use this one. And it's nice and dark, so that's good. So I'm going to put this on here. And I think I'm going to do a second coat on that because it is not really, really dark. So let's do a second coat. And I love using these little stampers for these little images. I think they're just so much more useful. I don't know, it just seems to me to pick up better. But you know, I can tell you that whenever an image doesn't seem like it's picking up and I get aggravated, if I go to a different stamper, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time that takes care of it and I don't have any problem stamping it. So, okay, now I want to do this in, I don't know if I should do that. I'm thinking yellow maybe. Yellow, or should I use the brown? Let's use the brown on there. I don't know how, that's pretty dark. Let's do yellow. Let's do more of a yellow. I'm going to use a different yellow. The best yellow I've ever used as far as opaque is What's Up. I think their colors are really opaque. They are really, really, really great for stamping. Okay, so I'm going to do this. And the great thing about this stamper too is that you can buy the refills for it. Ask Manyology which one it is, because I have screwed this up before, the order, and have gotten the wrong size. So there we go. So there's the little gourd. It's very hard to see, but he's there. Let's put some top coat on it. Close it up. Okay, that's a very cute gourd. Okay, so there's the gourd. Now, the last thing that I want to do is I want to do the words on here, and it says Fall Harvest. Oh, I do like this too. I like this too. Now I want to do the Fall Harvest. Let's see how that shows up. I think I'm going to do that in black. I think I'm going to make it really show up well and just do it in black. Very cute. Shows up very well. There we go. And we will put some top coat on that. Let's do a couple of these little leaves on there. Let's do a small one. And we'll do red, orange and red. So let's see. Give it some color. Let's do this one. Give it some color there. Get some color. You gotta have color everywhere, in my opinion. Color, color, color. Okay. I know it's not gonna, all of it's not gonna fit on there, but that's okay. I want it to. Okay. And then I want to do a red one. I'm going to do the little one out of red. Let's see. Yeah, this little stamper that I have, I've had this for I don't know how many years. And I really need to get a new one because it is starting to fall apart. Let's see what red I have. I really do like winterberry's nice. That's a nice color. This is Winterberry by Manyology. This is a nice color. All right. Let's do this on the other side. There we go. So now we've got some color on there. Let me flip this over so you can see it better, and let me put some top coat on there. Scooch this over. There you go. So that is October Mani by Me box. And I really like all these images. I think they're really pretty. This one didn't turn out really good because remember when I put it on there, the top coat that I was trying to use as like a sticky base coat, I didn't let it dry long enough. So some of the images is smeared here. But so when you put this on yourself, it's going to look a lot better. So let's put the final top coat on this. You know what? Let's do this in a matte finish and see how this looks. And the matte finish that I'm using is by Glisten and Glow. And I always use their shiny finish and their matte finish polish. I really like this product. Like I've said 1,000 times, in my opinion, this is the closest you can get to the shine on a like on your gel as you can get on regular polish. So I think that their product is really good, and I think it's reasonable. So there you have it. Okay. All right, so let's watch that turn matte. Get these in here. Turn out a little bit. There you go. And let's see how it turns out. I think, you know, when I use matte, it's usually because I don't like using matte when I like screw up the images, because I think it shows it a bit more. So I usually use matte whenever it's something that turned out really good and that I just think is, you know, a good stamp or a good reverse paint. Paint job, not paint, paint job. So there you have it, October's Mani by Me box. And I think it's really cute. So if you're on the fence, as I've said before, get it. And thanks for watching.